Once again, I'm infiltrating the Vermilion Wasteland for what might be the last time, at least if the task list is to be believed. And I think it is, because certainly this feels very final. I mean, the regular game ended with an assault on the Vermilion Wasteland, so why wouldn't this one? And I do think that before I do this, I should probably show the side content. There was one last mission to do. Somebody on the beach looking for a challenge. And a challenge they can provide. Yes, that is the Son of the East, one of the two bosses I fought at the end of Grand Criscaho, I think was the name of the dungeon. The Gaia's Garden dungeon, the Shock and Wave one. Though now he's dressed a lot more beach appropriate with the sunglasses and shorts, and also seems to have traded out his iron rod for a fishing rod. This does not make him any less powerful, let's just say that right now. And hey, Champion's Towel. I was looking around for that thing because the piece of armor that you get for finding every one of the chests in the game, which I think was called the Plate of Chests, requires that to get its ultimate upgrade. And I knew it was going to be somewhere on the beach, but until now, I could not figure out where it was. Oh yeah, you're not fighting him here. Come on, this is far too small. He gets his own unique arena that I guess doesn't actually appear on the map in any other way. At least I looked around for it and doesn't seem to exist except for this battle alone. So he starts out pretty similar to how the Son of the East fought, but then gets progressively a lot more difficult. I mean, just look at the amount of phases that I'm going to have to go for. Starting out by shocking him and just taking out most of his health immediately is easy to do, but this is not the phase that I'm worried about. Yeah, at least I've gotten a lot more used to using parries and everything, which is very helpful in this fight. That said, still gotta make sure you're watching out a lot, because if you do happen to get hit by like a shock or like fire or anything, you're gonna be taking a lot of damage over the course of this. So, for example, this part, which he does at the end of each one of his phases, easiest thing to do is just rush on out of there and actually just totally outrange the big laser, which helps for right now. Gets a little bit more difficult later on, but at least it's working here. All right, electricity. I mean, he hits you, but every time he hits you, you get like a little ball following you, which then does damage by itself and strikes you with lightning. Again, really want to watch out for that because you do not want to get jolted or on fire are the two worst ones. But here, it's like I'm actually getting him down fast enough that he's not even able to do his... I guess you could call it like a phase-ending ability. I think overall, for the most part, the wave one and the fire one are the easiest to deal with. Especially because ice, since the dash attack stays on the ground, you can get him to be chilled really easily. And also get him to be broken very easily as well. So it might not seem too bad so far. But all in all, this fight took me... This like whole little section is going to take about 15 minutes or so. Like 10 minutes for the fight alone. It is enormous. And I had to do it many times. All right. New part of the attack. As long as you just kind of just stagger out your dodges, you can get around the electricity pretty easily, but it's once again becomes more difficult with time. Wave, of course, uses a bunch of little clone attacks, and also this thing, which is thankfully not too fast. You can get around it pretty easily. However, this, on the other hand, I swear I was never able to get the timing for. Yeah, you just teleport around and everything, and then you got a very vulnerable phase, but it's like, I don't know, I screw that up almost every single time. Thankfully, it's one big burst rather than like a ongoing amount of damage. But after that, then he's wide open for huge electricity attacks, and it's not too bad at all. So the fishing rod hit with this one sends a wave of ice after you. This pulls you in while also hitting you with ice. As long as you're not super aggressive, it's not too bad. And not quite enough. But yeah, I mean, you know, additionally, I'm trying to go for the parries each time. I can just run away. It's really not too difficult to just do that. And then you're going to be out of the range of the... Then you're going to be out of the range of the whole ice wave as well. Frustrating thing with those meteors is that they are slightly slower than the other attacks, which kind of catches you off guard. You try dodging immediately like you do with the electricity, and then you're getting hit by it instead. Okay. Yeah, it is not, like, getting the timing down to actually get out of this immediately is not easy. And I do think it's also due to one of my... I also got sucked into the gravity well there for a second. Yeah, I also got... I also have a piece of equipment that gives me flash step that I believe also gives me extra dodges too. Probably making that a little bit easier, but... Yeah, the initial part of the electricity phase, not bad. You can really just, you know, run away from it pretty easily. However, the second part there, dodging like all the gigantic lightning bolts he sends out at you, the second part of it, not bad. The first part of it, where he initially sends out the lightning, pretty annoying. But hey, I dealt with it just fine anyway. And it's pretty easy just to hit him with the wave attack and get a good mark on there too. That is 50% extra damage when you get that. Bam, there. It's, with the wave attack especially, still cannot get the timing there. Very easy to get him after he uses the phase ender. Very hard to get him when he's like bringing out the clones and everything. That was the major thing that I learned over the course of this fight. Just be patient at some points. Don't always try to be super aggressive. That does not stop me from trying to be super aggressive a lot. I mean, you know, he who hesitates loses and all that. And that's why I'm still going for like hits here, even though this is ultimately otherwise a very easy to attack to dodge. Every single time he goes immediately for the fishing rod hit after getting broken. It's like but I still keep thinking that I can get a good hit in on there with him. Yeah, that attack is really annoying to dodge. But with my good recovery flash step ability, I can just basically spam the dodge over and over and still manage to do it just fine anyway. As you can see, the lightning attacks are starting to get really aggressive. Like, he's getting multiple of them each time he strikes, not just the one like he was in previous phases. Two, and then a third one coming out here too. And like I said, the thing I was really worried about was getting jolted, because that will interrupt you healing, which is bad. Okay, that was maybe a bit of a questionable play, but I was able to do it anyway. Then 3 big physical attacks for the mark. He is completely invincible, at least as far as I can tell, when he's up on the cloud, so it's really just a dodging game. As you can see, the dodging is becoming actually quite tricky. Now with 2... Yeah, it took 1 laser to the face, but that's okay. I can take 1 laser to the face. I mean, trying to just balance out when you know he's about to go into the next phase of an attack is sort of important. Like, you really can't just sit down and heal like you can in other parts of the game. If I got like the whale wine or something, that would have been pretty useful. A lot of regen, even though it's a pretty short time here. Now the gimmicks are really coming out to play. Icy Field, oh boy. A lot of fun, especially considering there's a whole gravity well type of thing here too, on top of everything else. You can outrange it pretty well, but that does mean that I'm not going to be able to get any attacks. There. Yeah, I mean, thankfully it seems like, especially if you're on the edge there has to be some area you can get to dodge the giant ice explosion at the end there. So if you're on like a corner, you just run forward, basically. Run towards the middle of the arena. Can't find any good places to attack, but the burn is going to do it just fine. Still got way too aggressive anyway. But hey, you know, That was enough to not only change phases, also to give me a good heal. Because otherwise, there was no way I was going to be able to get any damage in there otherwise. Okay. As you can see, at this point, this I think was the first time that I got to this phase, and I was panicking and did not know what to do. Case in point. And here I'm just trying to keep like up on top of the buffs as much as possible. Durian does give you 20% extra damage on top of healing half of your health. Yeah, you can just stagger out the rolls before, well, the dodges before. Can't really do it at this phase. It's a lot trickier. Not bad. Chill is gonna help. By the way, one of the things that might not be very obvious with the fire form is that he does also deal damage to you if you get within melee range of him. So, for example, if you just want to wait to the end of this and then hit him with the like super high charge up time cold attack, you will take a ton of damage doing that, as I found out several times. I don't know why I tried it several times, but I did. I know as soon as he gets out of the break that he's gonna, well, I still hit him anyway, whatever. It's fine. Hey, look, it's fine. Yeah, you really can't go in for attacks at all, especially when he's bringing out this many clones at once. If he gets himself off the edge, though, that's at least an easy out for that attack. Come on. Yes, I did it for once. When it really mattered, too, considering I was going to get hit 3 times there. All right, jolting means that he's gonna get broken regardless. I think the numbers there indicate the amount of times he's about to slash at you, even though I did not realize that until literally right now. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can naturally assume that just because, well, it's a video game. Ice attack is so rough. Like I said, the easiest ones, easiest ones to take down are fire, as long as you remember to stay at a distance, and then wave, just because, well, you gotta survive the phase, but at the end of it, he opens himself up a lot. It's very punishable. Everything else gets so impressive in terms of, yeah, I knew he was going to use the big attack there, which is why I'm like, this is a good time to heal. Yeah, it's like the wave is rough to dodge around, but then it's very, very punishable by the end. Single target attacks work very well, much like they do in every other part of the game. Just being cautious, because I am so close to finishing this. It's like I don't want to get too overconfident. Like I said, jolting will interrupt healing and everything. It's really bad. And, ooh, pretty overconfident, but I was able to manage it anyway. That was a good fight. Now, I do believe you owe me one very fancy towel. Come on. Oh, and also sunglasses, too, which unfortunately do not appear on the character. Really was hoping they would. And if this isn't actually the last episode, I probably did that anyway, because, well, look, I'm getting this whole warning here. This is definitely going to be the ending. Although the first mission into the Vermilion Wasteland did last like 4 hours. It's probably not going to be that long, right? I mean, we're just supposed to be going in, getting Katron to look around, and maybe seeing if he can remember anything. And it's going to be more than that. I think we all know that, but I don't know. It's probably not going to be that bad, right? Oh, yes, Jet's cargo ship, which I've had access to the entire DLC and didn't really do too much with. I'm sure I could have probably gone in there a couple more times and maybe asked them, got some new dialogue, more content, but did completely forget about that. Too focused on doing all the side quests and everything. Which, hey, I did check. That does seem to be the last one, so yeah. In the meantime, yeah, it's the gigantic fist ship. I'm sure Emily probably is enjoying this one. Well, no. And the Vermilion Wasteland actually kind of is. It was at least intended to be. Well, let me tell you, it's just like if... Look, they have pretty much a nuke here that gets rid of any player character or enemy or anything that happens to get onto this ship. It is definitely not a normal part of the playground. Yep, blue, red, and purple. The classic. I guess Emily you could consider orange. But still, Katron should, of course, be the red one because he's Knuckles, right? No, he's not Knuckles. Of course it's Emily. No, Emily is obviously Knuckles. Yes, even to the final episode, I'm still making the Sonic comparisons. They're too apt. Certainly this game had enough references. Wait, is this one of the gouts of flame out the back sort of jetpack, or concentric circles, which somehow makes you float? Well, I guess it works anyway. Whatever. That is true. But still, if anybody falls off, that would be bad? I'm actually not entirely sure. How does I mean, like the last time Jet tried to wait until Leah was off the ship before deploying the nuke. I don't know. So it's like is respawning limited out there? Who knows? Yep, and there's that good theme too. So, what's the actual plan? I do like seeing that I still do have that one chest collected. Makes me feel accomplished. But like, yeah, what am I actually doing here? I mean, there was the one other entrance into this area, but the quest hub thing, I mean, it's just right over here, right? I have no idea if there's anything that I'm... Okay. I swear I went in there. But... Yeah, I know. I swear I went in there before, but I don't really remember. Oh, so I can actually teleport in here. But then again, I suppose maybe I haven't. I mean, I was thinking if there was going to be any one of the areas I was going to go to, it would be one of these. What? Let's check it out. I definitely remember one of the buildings I was able to get into. It's not this one? I guess not. Oh, here we go. So... I mean, these are pretty much fake buildings. All right, what do you got? Looks normal so far. Well, this entire place has creepy atmosphere. It was, supposed to be like corruption or something. We saw a little bit of that at the end of the game, right? Yeah. I remember these guys only too well. Although it does seem like they have slightly more even gimmickry, because I don't remember them being this shielded. There we are. They do seem to be at least leveled up, though, because they are taking slightly more hits than usual. Right. Wait, I'm not even using the actual element here. Probably would be a good thing. Well, hey, at least I'm getting all the elemental DNA back. That was very important before. Of course. How else was I going to be able to make my, like, cool Vermilion Wasteland? No, I got this. I was going to be able to make my cool Vermilion Wasteland items without having that. Oh, yeah, the failed rhino. I think we only ever saw, like, one of those in the game proper. And I'm pretty sure, what, like, it was mostly just... Oh, yeah, it was mostly just, Lucas fighting them, if I wasn't wrong, if I'm not wrong. Because, like, it were super out of my, abilities there. Ah, right. Super out of my abilities at the time. To be honest, I'm a little bit surprised we never saw a proper rhino in the final dungeon. Yeah. It didn't, I mean, it's a building. Bring too much attention. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, whatever. It's just like, aside from maybe the dice guys, I don't think anyone here is going to be too difficult. Anyway, here come the dice guys. No. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Fake buildings. The doors are locked. You'll never be able to open them. I remember this one. Yeah, I would think. Well, I guess it's like, this is supposed to be for, Cross Worlds. It probably is not going to actually show anything in this area. They do have that level of, like, attention to detail, at least as far as I can tell in this game. They would think of something like that, right? Yeah, no. Scan ain't gonna do anything. It's pretty much just a mirror of the previous room. Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. Still not entirely sure exactly how many avatars were created over the course of this. One of the things I'm still wondering, though, is are we ever going to get a, like, real name? Because Benedict Sidwell, they even said previously, probably not his real name. Yes, forever. I keep thinking that he's... I thought in the last episode that there was going to be, like, some sort of, I don't know, self-destruct or something, and I keep expecting that sort of deal to happen here. Probably not, because that would be a pretty anticlimactic end to the whole storyline, but, well, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen it in a video game, let's just say that right now. I'm talking about Metal Gear. Several times, in fact. Actually, like a half dozen times over the course of that series, wasn't it? Oh, man. Okay, well, shouldn't we at least, like, check out the rest of the areas? I want to get the cool lore. Maybe. No, fake door. Fake door. Real door, but it's locked. Oh, this is just a painting. Oh, okay. Let's just get over there then. Of course. Why not? Well, you know, I was thinking that it's like, yeah, I wasn't entirely sure exactly how much combat there was going to be in this area, but at least it seems like it's just basic combat stuff thus far. Come on now. Please, I'm trying to get this hit in here before it runs out of time. Ugh. Before it becomes both out of touch and out of time. Yeah, come on. Ah, these stupid bacteriophages. Why am I so bad at this? I don't remember ever having this much trouble before. There we go. All right, yeah, they're leveled up. Doesn't matter after the cool items that I got from that. Come on. Okay, fine then. After the cool items that I got from the previous boss fight, I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble fighting just about anything right now. Besides, I'm also fighting them with multiple characters, which is an entire thing by itself. Ow. I do not remember how these guys fight at all. What is their... Do they have any weakness? They do not. Well, then I guess... Oh, man. This is some real good, skillful play, if you ask me. Oh, great. Oh, and it got a 6, of course. Oh, I actually got it anyway. Good. I like their design. No. I mean, I know. Yeah. It's a Vermilion Wasteland. We don't really get too much in terms of side content in here at all. I do like that, of course, Emily saw the bonsai garden immediately. Surprised she didn't immediately jump in there. Yes? I knew it. I knew it was going to be this person. But what does she have to do with this? I mean, it's... Come on. Emily, please. Oh. Well, what do you got? Well, we can... That's fine. Well, let's take a look here. Sidwell, man, 500,000. He has 50% resistance and everything. I don't really know if that really matters too much. Yeah, several Trons over here. No surprise. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. mean, he said that he was unsure exactly how many there could be. Now, usually in a fight like this, yeah, it's something along the lines of... Oh, boy. Wow, really, a Shoryuken. Yeah. Well, I guess let's just watch this go, because I don't really know what's going to be... Yeah, it's Sergey, please. You remember the giant snail? I think we're going to have to... Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be like that. As soon as I saw the clones, I'm just like, probably have to beat up the clones. Strange. Why would you create... Why would you end up creating a scripted enemy of yourself? Like what, just to irritate us? To just... This is a strange choice. I mean, yes, of course, you did want a final boss and everything like that, but is this really going to be it? Kind of an unusual... Well, okay, now there's like actual damage being done. 200,000 health, though. This is going to be an entire thing, isn't it? That said, there are also multiple phases on top of that, too, so that's going to be interesting. Of course he is. It's getting too easy. I do like that he is just straight up pulling out the powers of darkness. Like, oh, hey, come on, dude. We're playing, like I'm fighting Ansem here. Okay, yeah, whatever. Look, frankly, it seems like with 3 characters that I'm not going to have too much trouble here. There we are. And after all, they become significantly weaker after they attack, clearly. Then again, this could also just be the whole, hey, you did... Hey, remember how you did, like, level up everything and do all the side quests and all that? Probably that sort of deal. Yeah, sorry. There we are. Should actually do quite a bit of damage now. And one more. But somehow I imagine it's not going to be... once again, much like the fighting the creator, it's more of a storyline fight than... Yeah, okay. He's T-posing. Ow. More of a storyline fight than what's supposed to be something like super challenging. Ow. That said, his T-pose attack seems pretty impressive, all things considered. Ah, yeah, I've done plenty of those attacks. Trust me on that one. Here, maybe just switch to wave and get a little bit of healing from that. Okay. It's the usual. Yeah, I think that we're gonna get a pretty big boost here. Oh, come on. Yeah, look, I'm sorry. I'm trying here. It's not the easiest thing, you know. It's the first time I'm seeing this fight. Look, trust me, I would do this better if this wasn't the first time I saw it. Excuse me. Great. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to real quick. Okay, of course. Again, storyline fight. I'm still losing. Whatever, it's fine. I beat it on the first try. I'm cool. I'm good at video games. I mean, it's just an NPC. That's surprising, yes. Wait, was this not the meeting room? I thought it was. I'm ruining the narrative. Yeah, why not? I mean, look, I did an entire bit about this earlier with like, hey, the avatars are clearly distinct people from the previous one, and it's like I don't know. I feel like I did not even know that this was going to be like an entire choice or anything in the game, and it's like I had already made up my decision before this. Interesting. That's Shizuka. But what about the sequel? Yeah, I knew it. I know. We all knew that this was going to be the end for old Shaggy. And here it is. I'm going to guess right now, if you chose no, this would probably be a much more dour ending. There is a question, though, of what are you going to do with the rest of the guys in the jars now, though? Are they even, like... There we go. Yeah, it's the same words that she could already say. Come on now. It only existed for so long. Oh, yes, did agree to go with a walk on the beach with Lucas. I forgot. Of course. Of course. Didn't realize that he had expertise in so many different areas. And so is a capper. Of course, it's just... Oh, it's literally just the radical fish things. Okay, why not? Like, let me tell you, though, I got some pretty good equipment. So, yeah, I really like CrossCode. This game has been great. I'm not at all surprised that it did not end with, like some sort of extreme testing, extreme testing of the game's logic where we somehow go and actually find Sidwell. But at least there was some sort of fight, even though I can't really say that it made a whole lot of sense. Just overall, I think that generally the gameplay was fantastic. I enjoyed the writing, everything. So, I mean, I guess that the last end bit here is just beating up a bunch of fish with top hats now, isn't it? The only way you could possibly end the game, right? Oh, come on. I couldn't have gotten 5. I definitely would have gotten 5 more there in the end.